Hey people, how you doing out there? And we're back here in the Snooker Shed with a little product review. Mark Williams ball cleaning spray. What we're going to do is we're going to do some cleaning of the balls with Mark Williams spray. 3 times world champion is going to be here to clean my balls in the Snooker Shed. So obviously Mark's not going to personally come here and clean the snooker balls at the shed. God, I think I'd wet myself if Mark Williams came to the shed. What we're going to do is we're going to use his spray to see how clean we can get them. Here in the shed, I don't have a ball cleaner, and I think a lot of people out there that might want to clean their balls with Mark Williams' spray won't have a ball cleaner. As far as I know, a couple of the clubs that I go to actually don't have ways of cleaning their balls. So this review is going to be on how we can do it by hand, and I think that makes it more accessible for everyone to own one of these. So let's crack on, see how we get on, and let's see how Mark Williams gets my balls clean. God, we could go on for days with all these ball jokes, can't we? Anyway, let's get cracked on. Okay, so let's look at the balls themselves. They haven't been cleaned for a while, and it's difficult to show you with being through the camera, but they are looking really dull. So the equipment we're going to be using, this is just a microfiber towel that I've put over the table. It could be any towel. It's just something that I've used it comes from a car cleaning kit. So I'm just going to put the balls on top of that, and all I've got here is a standard microfiber cloth. So we'll give it a wee try with just a microfiber cloth. That's really tough to say, microfiber cloth, and see how we get on. So what I'll do is I'll choose one of the reds, and I'll try and give you an idea of the red itself. It's pretty dull. It looks almost like, it's hard to say, it's just dull. Right, so Mark Williams ball cleaning spray, professional snooker and ball restoration spray. Cleans and shines to a natural finish, reduces kicks and chalk stains. Where is that white ball? Right, so we'll try that. So I'll do is I'll give it a good squirt on the red, and we'll just give it a good old referee type clean here and see what happens. Oh, so just clean it off. Give it a rub. Yeah. Well, it smells nice, I'll say that for it. Mark's got a nice smell. I don't want to use it as cologne, but yeah, it smells nice. Yeah, definitely. I hope you could see this on camera, how clean this is actually getting it up. Now, as you can see, this is not an edited video, so you could see how long it's taken me to clean this ball off. But yeah, there's a huge improvement between the two balls. I'll try and see if I can get them onto the camera there. So this is the one that's been cleaned, as you can see, really shiny, and this one is just not quite as shiny. It's quite difficult for it to let you see there. But yeah, that has made a massive difference. Yep, I'm very happy with that. Yeah, it does actually smell quite nice. I need to let my missus smell that, see what she thinks. Okay, so it definitely works, but God, that is really good. That was really good, actually. Sorry, I'm looking at that just as I laid it on the table there, and it looks really, really clean and shiny. I could actually see my reflection in that so much. Oh my God, so much better. Cloth to one ball works absolutely great. It really does shine them up, but I think that might take far too long to do. So here's what I'm thinking. We take the triangle and we'll stick the balls back in. Just get this one, which is nice and clean. You can actually pick out the two that I've cleaned. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the balls over and then run them over this cloth with a microfiber on top. Now there is something else. I've got, God, it's like a QVC show this. I've got this mitt that again is for cleaning the car. And I'm just wondering if something like this or something like a microfiber cloth, could be even just a winter's glove, you know, one of those magic gloves. I'm going to just try and see if it cleans it much easier. It kind of simulates, I just move them around so that we're getting stuff on them. So it kind of simulates, do you know, the ball cleaning. It's a wee bit difficult to hold the cloth. So I'm going to try it with this big fancy cleaning mitt. So that definitely works a bit better. Yep, it's not bad. It does clean them. I think I got a much nicer clean when we were using the microcloth and just doing it by hand. I think each of the balls got a better clean. I've got devices that I can use. You know, like I've got a polisher for my car that I think would just go right over the top and polish these up really nice. But I don't want to do a review that involved stuff that people might not have. So I think for just cleaning the ball by hand, they come up so nice, so nice. Let's grab the cue ball and have a look what happens to the cue ball. Okay, so my cue ball is actually quite clean. I do keep my cue ball clean, but we will give it a wee spray with Mark Williams' ball cleaner, and we'll give it a wee clean. Due to the chalks that I use, I tend not to find that I get a lot of ball marks on the cue ball. It stays relatively clean. Again, right away, as soon as you buff that up, you just get that glisten back on the balls that's missing. You know, that when you pick up a new set of balls and they just shine, it's nice. Yeah, there's nothing better than nice shiny balls, to be honest. Dear me, Andy. And I'll just do one last one, and that's the black, because the black always seems to be a ball that it loses that deep shine. It's the one that I use the most, considering I only have a small table. You notice I'm not cleaning either the brown, green or yellow. Mainly because I don't have them, because I've had them signed with snooker players, and I wasn't using them anyway. If you know the history of the Snooker Shed's table, bulk colours is no needed. Yes, that's nice. That is very nice. I could see my face so clear in that. Yeah, very, very good. Right, so in conclusion, Mr. Williams, your spray does a good job and it smells damn nice. But the good thing about this is we don't need a ball cleaner to use it, and that's really important because it becomes then anybody's ball cleaner. So Mark Williams, excellent job. Thank you very much, mate. And this is going to keep my balls clean for quite a few months to come, I would think.
I saw snooker on the TV and that was the end of it.